Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lennon back with another video. Today we are checking out the Fifine AM6 gaming microphone, and this definitely has some gaming features, but today we're interested in how does it sound. At the time I'm recording this video, this microphone will run you about $40 or $50. You can plug a set of headphones into it so you can hear all the audio that comes from your computer. One thing that's really interesting and different about this microphone is it allows you to have a voice chat channel and a game audio channel. And there's a big knob on the front to control that. So let's just say the voice chat's not loud enough, the game sounds are drowning out the voice chat. Well, you just turn the big knob in one direction and it's going to make the game sounds quieter and the voice chat louder. Or if you turn it in the other direction, it does the opposite. That way you can always hear the amount of game versus voice chat. Like if you're on a Discord call with your buddies or something and you can't hear them, hey, this microphone has a knob for that, which is really cool. I don't think I've ever seen this on another microphone, so that's a pretty sweet deal. On the side of the microphone, you have your volume knob for your headphones and your gain knob, which either makes the microphone louder or quieter. This microphone does have a really nice mute feature, so let's test that out. So we can just tap the top right here and be like, all right, so we're muting and unmuting. We are muting and unmuting. And we are muting and unmuting. Now on the front, you'll see a little light that's either green or red. If it's red, you know the microphone is muted. You barely just tap it and it does mute very nice. Every single time it mutes, no problem, it just works. So the mute function works great. There is a button on the bottom to change the RGB. There's all kinds of different colors and patterns and stuff like that. So there's that, and there's also a noise canceling button on the bottom. Let me go and press the little button and this will either turn it on or off. So this is the way it sounds. This is the way it sounds, but this is the way the microphone sounds with noise canceling. I don't really suggest using noise canceling. I have never been a fan of noise canceling on any microphone. It usually just makes things sound weird, but hey, there may be some microphones out there where the noise canceling works really well, but I haven't found that yet. All right, so now we have the noise canceling back off again. Now, me personally, I'm probably always going to leave the noise canceling off just because I'm not a fan of it and I record in a nice quiet room, so I don't really need it, right? You always want to be recording in a nice quiet room. If you need noise canceling, then unfortunately, there's something wrong with your recording space and you probably shouldn't be recording there anyway. That's how I look at it. All right, let's go check out the keyboard sounds. I'm going to go ahead and start typing on my mechanical keyboard and we're going to see how much of the keyboard sound this picks up, which probably won't be too much. I mean, if we set it on the desk, that's going to be a different story because it'll be right next to the keyboard. So this is our keyboard sound test. Now let's test this for plosives. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. Peter Piper, Peter Piper, Peter Piper. And then let's test it for sibilants. So, silly sells seashells, silly sells seashells, silly sells seashells. Did you hear the microphone popping when we see our P's? And when I said those S sounds, did they sound harsh? That's something you want to pay attention to. And, you know, those things matter. Now, this microphone does come with a pop filter, but I don't know where the heck I put it. But one thing I noticed is it doesn't really seem to have much of a plosive issue. So if you put the microphone a little bit off to the side and point it at your mouth at an angle, when you say your P's, the air just goes right past it and not into it. So if you put it off to the side a little bit, you shouldn't have a problem with plosives at all. So Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of peppers. You never want to talk directly into the front of the microphone. You always want the air to go past it. So always put it a little bit off to the side and angled towards your mouth. That will give you the best results on pretty much any microphone. All right, let's start tapping on the desk and see if it's picking up any resonance. We're going to tap on the desk. Now we're going to tap on this cheap boom arm. This is that cheap InnoGear boom arm. These have more resonance than the nice boom arm, but I'm going to tell you what, this is still the best cheap boom arm I've ever used. So are we hearing any type of resonance coming back through the microphone? I mean, we're definitely going to hear some tapping tapping versus resonance is a different thing. You're looking for like any type of ringing type of sounds, not just some tapping. I mean, when you tap on something, it's going to make a bunch of noise. So due to this has a plastic body, it's probably not going to be resonating too much. All right, so let's talk about the overall sound quality on this thing. And it doesn't really seem to have a lot of low end. It does make me sound a little bit nasally. It doesn't give me that big full sound. I mean, for around 40 or 50 bucks, it's not bad, but I personally don't like the way it makes my voice sound. Now, I encourage you to go out and listen to 10, 20, 30, 50 different reviews on this thing, because the more reviews you watch, you'll hear it on more people's voices and everything else, and that'll give you a good idea of whether or not you like the way the microphone sounds for most people. Now, I just don't like it on my voice. Now, for the same amount of money, you're going to be able to get a Fifine AM6 which is a XLR and USB microphone, to where this is a USB only microphone, and this will give you a much bigger, fuller, more professional sound than the AM6, but you know, it's not going to give you any gaming features or anything. So if you're really into the gaming features and you really want that mix knob for the game sounds versus the voice chat, and you want something that will just make you sound acceptable, you know, for talking with your buddies, for gaming and stuff like that, this might be something to look at. But let's plug this in and take a good look to how this $40 to $50 microphone by Fifine sounds. This is the Fifine AM6, and right now we're talking on the Fifine AM6. All right, so now we're talking right into the front of the Fifine AM6. It's got a bigger, fuller, smoother sound, in my opinion. It doesn't make me sound as nasally. I don't really like the AM6 on my voice, but I really do like the AM8 on my voice. It's made by the same company. It just gives you a more professional, bigger, fuller sound. So if you're trying to do like a YouTube channel or a podcast, and you've only got around $40 or $50 to spend, the AM8 is probably a better choice. Now, if you're just looking for gaming, talking with your buddies, and you want something that looks cool, that's where the AM6 comes in, and it's got a couple of really cool gaming features. I just don't think that the AM6 has what I call a natural sound. It doesn't have a full sound. I don't know, it just doesn't pick up any of the low end in my voice. It just kind of, I don't know, it's not really my style. I don't like the way it sounds on my voice. I don't know if you're going to like the way it sounds on your voice, but I'm not really into the AM6 myself. But I am a big fan of the AM8, the K688. I mean, those are two really good budget microphones by Fifine. The other one actually probably sounds a little bit better than this. I mean, these are really nice, cheap microphones. You really can't go wrong with them. You know what? Let's go ahead and pull out the K688 just for the heck of it. Now, for around 80 bucks, you can get this right here, the Fifine K688, which personally I think has a little bit better sound than both of these, but you're looking at $40 to $50 microphones for something that's in the $80 to $90 price range. So there's a pretty big price difference. Now, the AM6 is USB only, to where the AM8 and the K688 are both USB and XLR. That way, if you ever get an audio interface, you can always move these over to XLR and get even better sound quality. But when it comes to the AM6, it's got some pretty cool features. It's got a very nice look to it, very unique. It's just a cool microphone, but I personally don't like the way it makes my voice sound. But I do really like the K688 and the AM8. I think those are both awesome microphones, and I would pick one of those up for sure if I was on a budget and I didn't want to go out and buy an audio interface. Either one of those will do you very good. Perfect for podcasting, running a YouTube channel. I mean, some of the cheaper microphones, you know, they're not perfect. They're all going to have a few issues. Like, you know, this one, if you touch the cord, there's a lot of handling noise and stuff like that. But the overall sound is super good on these things. So they're definitely worth considering if you're buying a cheap microphone. There we go. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe, and thank you for watching my videos.
Thanks for watching my video. I hate to say, but it's time to go. Maybe you could watch another one. That might be really fun. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks for